welcome back to my channel. Today I am reviewing and demoing the new palette, the Saharan by Juvia's Place. This brand has been talked about all over the internet and I have been hesitant to buy, but I bit the bullet and did it with this palette because you guys have been asking for it and I'm curious, let's face it, because people have been saying that these are super pigmented, super blendable, and I'm just one that's hesitant about that kind of thing because a lot of times it's just not the case. Anywho, before I start my rant about this palette, if you're only here to see the tutorial, this is when it starts, so just jump ahead. And also, I know my voice sounds a little nasally and disgusting still. I'm sorry, I am still sick. And on top of that, my goober butt, I bit the back of my tongue. And so it's like, it hurts when I'm talking because it's like rubbing on my teeth. So if I sound weird, I'm sorry. Let's just move past it. So I bought my palette on juviasplace.com. This was $28. I used Trend Moods like 10% off and I got it for like 25 something. And then I paid almost $8 for overnight or 2-day shipping. And let me say that it didn't tell me that it was not going to ship until X day and then it's going to be 2 days. I probably wouldn't have even paid the extra for that, even though I think it was just like $1 difference, but it took a hot minute to get here. Now let's look on the inside of this palette. We've got 12 shades. 4 of them are mattes, and it's these two and then the 2 orangey and red shades. The rest of them are metallic, with these 2 being more like a metallic sheen and the rest being like foiled high shine. I was very reluctant to purchase this palette, and the reason for that is because things get hyped up, things get talked about, and people say how much they love something, but when I get it, I'm like, I don't understand why. Like, I don't understand. It goes with the Morphe shadows. I really felt like this was going to be like Morphe, and I was terrified to buy it and spend my money on it because I have not kept anything from Morphe, because no shade, I'm not disrespecting anybody. If you like Morphe, that's awesome, that's cool, kudos, but I don't personally like Morphe. Anything that I have gotten my hands on I have not liked. So I was scared that this was going to be the same way, but I will say that these are better than Morphe, so we are in the clear. What I want to say is that the mattes, I was scared was going to be, you know, sometimes they just don't blend out or they're too muddy. They just go into one another. I had no issues with the mattes, and I was absolutely surprised by that in a very good way. I do enjoy the mattes in here. They're not Vise Art quality. They're not like that high level, but they're pretty good. These 2 right here, they're a metallic sheen, but they are kind of thin, not like the Kylie thin. I didn't have to go in and like layer them up or anything, but they're not super pigmented on the eyes, those 2 shadows. The other ones are pigmented, but what I want to say is, like with this white one, it was almost like I got hard pan on my eyes, like it gooped together and stuck a little bit, but I was able to get it worked out. Now what I was surprised by is this shade right here, this pinkish shade. I was actually even able to take a fluffy brush and get it up into the crease and have pigmentation. A lot of the times those kind of shades do not work at all with that style of brush. Now, so that leads me to think that if I use like the white one or something and I use a softer brush instead of the 242, which is synthetic and it packs it on, it might go on a little bit better. So would I repurchase anything from Juvia's Place? Actually, I think I would. It would have to be a palette that I was really interested in the colors. Some of the old ones, they're beautiful colors, but I already have them, so I don't feel like I need to go out and get them. I think this is a great bang for your buck. It is a cheap palette, $25, and you're getting 12 shades. That's pretty good. They're not going to be Vise Art quality. They're not going to be Natasha Denona quality, but these are good shadows. They are definitely better than Morphe in my own personal opinion, and definitely way better than that Kylie palette. No tea, no shade. It's just, it is what it is. So now we're going to go into the tutorial on this eye look. I wanted to do something a little bit Valentine's Day-esque. So something that you could wear for Valentine's Day, kind of pinky, romantic, something cute. So if you want to see how I created this eye look, just keep watching. Starting off with a NARS 42. 2 and Katsina. I'm going to use this as a transition shade. Actually pleasantly surprised that this didn't grab onto one section. It's actually pretty easy to blend out. I'm going to take that same shade on a NARS contour brush and just buff it underneath my lower lash line. MAC 217 and a little bit of Jamila. I apologize if I am saying these names wrong. I'm trying. And I'm just taking this into the crease. I got barely any product on this brush and it's blending out very easily and smoothly. I am honestly pleasantly surprised by the mattes anyway. On a MAC 242, I'm grabbing Lulu, and I'm going to pop this in the center of the eye. I'm not getting a whole lot of color out of this one, but it is smoothly applying. But on the same note, I don't think it was supposed to be super bright color or anything. Same brush, and I'm taking Iman. I'm just tapping this on the front inner corner. I'm going back in with a little bit of Lulu and just making sure that those two colors merge nicely. MAC 221 and Fula, and I'm popping this on the outer corner and dragging it up into the crease to create a little bit of depth and dimension. That color is gorgeous. That same shade, and I'm taking a NARS contour brush and just going right on this outer corner, connecting it to the top. MAC Rich Ground Fluidline and a 209, and I'm just adding a little bit of liner right at the top lash line. Alright you guys, that is it for this tutorial. I added on the Salon Perfect Demi Wispies per usual, and then I used Charlotte Tilbury Very Victoria on my lips. There's no liner, no anything else, just this lipstick. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know by giving a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!